The feeling of like being in a firefight and hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
My gunner's upside down and he's like laying in. I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
Any pistol across any of the games. Whatever gun allows me to feel the most like John Wick, I am there.
Remember how excited I was with like this big.
I just hope this game runs silky smooth on PC.
Halo means something different for everyone, right? I think that's what makes Halo great.
Halo. I mean, I'm gonna play this. You know, I mean, who's not gonna fucking try this out? But I'd say I'm not really losing my shit because it's just TDM and capture the flag and stuff.
And for me, it boils down to this tight arena style combat and big team battle, this wide open vehicle infused kind of combat. We're taking that awesome legacy or classic Halo combat experience and modernizing it in ways that'll feel
This is the guy behind ODST.
really exciting to new players. We're going to give you great ways to customize your Spartan, really make your
I know people love
Super
ODST.
Soldier your own, and we're kicking off a journey, an experience that's going to evolve month to month, season to season, year after year.
For me, working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge I think was really about how do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new.
We've tried to bring all these elements of legacy and really inject them into Halo Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be.
It was behind the original Destiny. Oh shit!
As well as an iteration of where Halo can go next.
The Take-Two Interactive. I mean, I don't know if it's really like.
The vision of Arena
I'm gonna
was
check it
all
out,
about
but I'm not
tight
expecting
experience.
anything.
It was all about being fair. It was all about earning everything on the map, earning everything, every kill you get.
Going back to like what is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great. Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts, so everybody's on equal footing when they come off the rip. And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging, it's about finding new toys and kind of developing your playstyle as you run through the match.
What makes Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the sandbox. Like, the sandbox is Halo.
When we set out to look at Halo Infinite from a high level and the direction of what it is, there's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push what are the things that are true to Halo, but what are the things that fans haven't seen yet?
Equipment is back, but equipment is kind of has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask questions to ourselves of if you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that, or could you go and get grapple to make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold? We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature of this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives.
I think, I mean, it does look good. There's no denying it. It looks solid.
Like your classic power-ups, like the
But
camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited for, is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it, and
I feel like Halo gameplay, Halo is like literally the game
is very legacy, but
that
we took the equipment side of it and modernized it. When it comes to the vehicles, we went in
like needs to be played on a controller. This is like the pure controller FPS.
The hood could get blown off. There's different aspects of the vehicle that change how my vehicle handles now. And that's something that's brand new.
The other thing we added to that.
I feel like the way the auto aim has always worked in this game, the way like you fucking battle rifle and the auto aim worked on the Xbox controller, that's like how I think of Halo. Like you need to play that shit on a controller. It's always been that. It's just like controller auto aim focused, that style. I feel like Halo is just Halo is that.
Coils, objectives, and that is what really making the Razorback kick a lot of butt in MP and campaign.
The levels define pace for the game, how frantic it is, and they define that iconic fantasy for players as they're entering that match. What do they want to do?
I ain't gonna play it on. That's not hating, you fuck. How is that fucking hating? It's literally the game.
For me, BTV is all about.
This game just feels like the complete
the full extent of the sandbox
controller
of Halo
game. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how it was in the past.
Weapons, the
You use the
equipment.
fucking Xbox controller.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept. Those
The shooting
feels
also
you had,
always felt
playing
like
the-
fully
playing
designed
previous games,
with,
and just turn the volume up. Vehicles are no longer just
I don't
spawning
fucking
at
know.
bases anymore.
Fuck
We
you,
have
chat.
Pelicans
All right,
delivering
that's what I
them,
think.
and we
Fuck
have
you.
a commander in your ear telling you that Pelicans are going to be dropping off these vehicles.
Yeah, nope. What I meant. Thank you for the 15,
Halo
dude.
2 style Delta Halo mission weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the field.
That's where it makes it feel like a real battlefield, and it's very exciting.
This is not just more players. This is just this certain beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
Fuck no, I'm gonna play this shit on a PC, but then there's gonna be crossplay, and I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
The announcer is your big gameplay moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before.
99% of games these days are
Personal AI
scams.
is really a
Who hurt you?
reflection and information for the player.
Personal AI. Designation button.
So if a player grabs a flag, your personal AI is going to tell you to, get that thing back to base and give you some like moment-to-moment updates.
Our team took the enemy flag.
What if we can let players choose their own?
I mean, it
AI
looks
and each one of
silky
those, like,
smooth.
different
It looks like
voices, so that players can find.
I
The one
like
that
the
fits their
I like
personality
what
and
I'm seeing though. You know.
They add the sense of like me as a Spartan being more important, and for us in multiplayer, it is really about becoming a Spartan. You're Spartan. You are you.
The UI
inside of
looks
the Halo
good. Like it's a clean looking game for sure.
We have
But I'm more
on
excited
day
about
one
the single player.
ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield. That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems.
I just hope this comes out the
various armor
same
effects,
time
down
on
to the
PC.
Individual armor pieces.
It probably
your
will.
Shoulders, your gloves, your knee pads, your helmet, your visor, your helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization offerings there. Vehicles have a huge pool of customizations too. We support customization in the game. Players can do the same thing on HaloWaypoint.com as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
The player also customizes the Spartan, the soldier inside the suit. We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type and their voice, as well as choose prosthetics for the first time.
Coatings offer us a unique opportunity to craft some hyper-polished looks and let you express yourselves in ways you've never been able to before. So we're coming at this from a
It's interesting what they showed of the single player last year and what they're showing of the multiplayer. The multiplayer looks really well done.
It's very important to us that everyone understands exactly how they unlock customization.
Whereas the single
We have a
player, like,
variety
it
of
looked
places
weird.
where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo Battle Pass will never be taken away from you. And what I mean by that is once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire.
Battle
For future
Pass.
seasons, you can purchase old Battle Passes as well as the current Battle Pass and choose which Battle Pass to put your progression towards.
All of these rewards are single source, so you're never going to be confused about where things come from. If you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the storefront.
A lot of our stuff is unlocked through playing the game and only through playing the game. All customization is just cosmetic.
Every season will have its own theme.
I did not,
introduce
corporate.
new
I did not.
Components, new looks, new gameplay for players, new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards. We've seen the Samurai already. That's one of our event armor cores, and that's going to be something that players can earn through gameplay for free.
With us going free to play for the multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because, how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right?
That's
They can,
a
when we have
smart
new
thing
update,
to do.
They'll just dip their toes in if they even just want to see it.
Not only are we free to play, but we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that means is,
Oh my God, he
we're able
actually
to reach
mentioned
the biggest
PC.
audience we've ever had. Everybody gets to play with no barriers, and even better, your progression carries from one platform to the next.
Getting our game to be on PC and console at the same time is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of excite new players about the game. How can we do things like make cross-play interesting, and like even in just customs, being able to just play with your friends? That like some people have PCs and some people have consoles, and like let them talk to each other, let them be friends.
Oh God! There's a book about a PC elitist befriending an
Academy
Xbox
is a place that you can go
person.
Within MP to kind of onboard into the experience. It's great for
Cross the
newer
border.
players who are still picking up the controls, and also people who want to warm up before they head into matchmaking. It's a series of experiences both a tutorial to get started for the first time, weapon drills to practice with specific items, and also training mode that you can use to just get warm, explore the game as you want to.
For players who are new to Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about. Some of these characters, what are they about? And help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now almost 20 years, so that when they come in there, they don't feel like they're behind everyone else. They can.
It'll be interesting to see how popular this game is.
I mean, I'm super jazzed about bots. I think they're awesome. Our goal with bots has been to have a variety of difficulties that kind of provide a good training partner for wherever you're at in the experience.
I feel like Halo's kind of transitioning to a boomer.
Partnering with
so
our
I wonder
players
if
on the
Halo
road
can
to
capture
launch
the
and
Zoomer
after launch
audience.
is absolutely critical, right?
I mean, Halo's always been about the community conversation.
We want to make sure we hear our players, make changes where we can based on that feedback, make sure the game is ready for launch, and then even beyond
Chat, that ain't talking
I'm
shit. It's the
genuinely
truth,
excited
you
about is
fucks.
taking the game out of our
Half of us
hands
that
and
played
putting it
Halo are in
into
our
the
fucking
community's
30s
hands.
now.
You know, whether it's seeing what people make in Forge or the content that they're able to create with theater, watching streamers go after the
Zoomers
game.
are fucking spoiled. They're now used to. It's like a
put in your
norm
info
to
with
have
your
over
gamer
100
tag,
people in
and
the
we should
lobby.
be able to reach out to you if we want to invite you to a Halo Infinite flight.
They're gonna zone in and be
We
like,
feel like we've got a pretty good selection at launch, and what's going to be there for our fans.
What do you
And
mean
this isn't gonna be
5
something
versus
that is
5?
just a static set of items.
What
We
is
have some new
this
stuff
shit?
in the works
You mean
already,
50 versus
and
50,
just
right?
Can't wait to really get into that as soon as this game comes out.
New maps, new modes, new ways to customize your Spartan. Launch is just the beginning. Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently, and that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years
It's true,
so
though.
far, and I'm looking forward to the road to launch itself, and beyond.
I honestly think like it's gonna be very interesting to see if this game. You can't deny this game literally looks like a Halo that you loved as a kid, perfectly brought into the 21st or into the fucking 2021. It is free to play too, which was smart as fuck to do, of course. But this is gonna be focused on your like capture the flag team deathmatch type game modes. So I wonder if they're gonna be able to capture the fucking Zoomer audience. Cause I don't know, man. I don't know. Halo is just like Counter-Strike now. It's fucking a boomer fest. Half the motherfuckers who still play Halo have like 2 kids and a third on the way. Half the motherfuckers who are still in Counter-Strike, the guy's still in his fucking basement grinding the ranks since he was fucking 12. It's very hard to attract fucking Jimmy, who's 12 now, to go and play Counter-Strike. Or even Halo. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this game plays out in the long run, especially with no fucking battle royale and shit, just pure regular FPS game modes that a lot of you guys who are like, fuck battle royale, shit, even though it literally fucking literally tipped the FPS market on its head completely. This is that. Same with Battlefield 5 though. They are sticking with their formula of their usual game modes. The thing about Battlefield is though, like they have Breakthrough. And I think Breakthrough is sick, personally, because I don't know. Breakthrough, it's like a subtle change, but it makes it so your multiplayer feels a bit more effective, like you're actually pushing in a war, like your win's not like, oh, I got the highest KD, next map. It's more like, boom, you did this, your whole team did it, now push to the next part of the map. It's like it feels like it's more scale. BR is dying, IMO. This fucking guy. How does that even make sense right now? BR is dying. Chat, some of you guys, you say stuff and you don't make sense, okay? How the fuck? Okay, think about this. All right, what have we had in FPSs for fucking ever? What is your typical fucking formula? Flashbang, bitch. CTF. TDM. Fucking DM. What else? What else is there? Domination. Fucking nation, whatever the fuck. Search as S and D. Capture the fucking no, King of the Hill. Chat, I'm a fucking lefty. All right, so this is me doing letters with my right hand. Don't judge me. Free-for-all. Okay, literally the formula of FPSs since the inception of an FPS. Literally since the fucking days of Doom. These are your things. Literally available. Also, you know what's stupid as well? Call of Duty is the prime example in the FPS space. Call of Duty has been a thing since the beginning. Call of Duty is still alive. The latest Call of Duty fucking died having these game modes, and everyone just went back and still played Warzone because of the Battle Royale. I don't think that's ever even happened in Call of Duty fucking history. That's never happened. Literally, it came out, no one plays it. Maybe like 5 people, they load it up by accident, and that's how they're like, we have 2 million players a week, and it's people misclicking on their consoles, meaning to actually turn up Warzone. But like, it's free. Who gives a fuck? I don't think the free goes so far. There's so many free-to-play games now, though. There's so many. Warzone's free-to-play too now. Yeah, that's why it's smart that Halo Infinite's going free-to-play. That is smart. That's how these games got to do it. Halo Infinite's like, fuck you. We are a AAA, big-ass game. Make it free-to-play so everyone can try it and understand Halo of the past, because most Zoomers did not grow up playing Halo. And Halo, I feel like, has a different type of shooting compared to your typical FPS. But the point is, Battle Royale literally I'm pretty sure even Call of Duty is surprised. I'm pretty sure even Call of Duty is like, what the fuck? We just released a new Call of Duty, and usually everyone switches to the new Call of Duty. Nope, everyone went back to Warzone for the Battle Royale. So now you're having all these game modes in Halo Infinite. So all the people who are like, oh, I'm sick of Battle Royale, I'm sick of Battle Royale. Okay, well, guess what? You can always go back to these game modes that have literally been in FPS since the dawn of time. And then it's kind of like, okay, if you're sick of BR, what the fuck is next? There's literally nothing fucking left. Why do you think there's so many clones and shit? Because no one knows what the fuck to do next. Literally, MOBAs, every single genre, even Pac-Man. Motherfucker, even Pac-Man made a Battle Royale. Think about that shit. The goddamn prophet of video games added Battle Royale to their shit. Get the fuck out of here. Literally, the game that your fucking your dad who's 50 or some shit played. It's insane. It's insane. I wouldn't say it's dying. I feel like this is like where FPSs are right now. So Halo's like, no, we're gonna just do the regular stuff. I feel like that is very interesting, and I wonder if it will stick, because most of this, I feel like a lot of Halo players are gonna be playing Halo because of nostalgia. And obviously, like, well, it's new shit, you know, it's the next gen, whatever the fuck, the most current stuff. I'm gonna play Halo. I'm not like a huge Halo person, but I'm looking forward to playing Halo. But like I said, more the single player. Oh, that would be a great idea. Halo should do the game mode Planetside 2. Dude, honestly, I agree. Oh my god. They should do that. Halo Infinite. Planetside 2 is just fucking off in the corner, and no one has tried copying them. It's so weird. Because this game's, like, popular to an extent, but it's, like, potato and old. And it came out in 2012. Like, Battlefield has a perfect opportunity to... if Battlefield did this, it would be a massive hit. And this is, like, if Halo did this, it would be a massive fucking hit. And it would, like, bridge the gap between the smaller game modes that have been around forever and make it so it almost jumps over BR and makes it so you have objective... team-based gameplay at a large scale. So you keep the high player counts while making it like a living, breathing war. The fact that they haven't done this shit is actually fucking stupid. Like, how the fuck has no one copied this formula yet? I don't understand. 2021, hey yo, let's go play these boomer-ass game modes that everyone who's like, I hate BR. Fuck you, you don't even play these game modes. And then you're like, you hate BR. What the fuck is next? Everyone copies Battle Royale because no one knows what else to do in FPS. Literally, no one does. Why do you think this is what they ship every fucking year? Every single year, these games literally just do their next iteration of these, and it's like, oh my god, Battle Royale, we should just add one. We should just add one. It makes sense. It makes sense. It does make sense. But it's like, dude, like, I think it's risky. I don't know if people really... See, like, all these game modes we grew up with are kind of boomery game modes. The main one that survives is Search and Destroy because this is Valorant, Counter-Strike, like the bread and butter of competitive. No one fucking wants to watch FFA competitive, CTF competitive. No one's watching that shit. TDM competitive. No one's watching that shit. King of the Hill, Domination. No one gives a fuck. Search and Destroy is the only one that has passed through the gap of people giving a shit to watch. Like, that's the only one. And I think Valorant's doing well. It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure they're doing well. I mean, all the streamers watch it. You guys don't like watching Valorant here, but as far as I know, they're doing pretty well. Counter-Strike's consistent, has been forever. Counter-Strike, I don't think, is ever going to die. Overwatch is up in the air. Overwatch, okay, that's another example. Overwatch did the payload bullshit, and they survived for a while, but Overwatch had so much character. Overwatch built a fucking universe. Overwatch felt like you take an MMO that's massive, and then you bring it down to this much with all the detail and add, like, 2 game modes. And you ship the game. That's what it is. It's like it condensed that shit into like a can of beans. When before it was like a bulk of shit because it used to be an MMO. So like obviously all the characters, all the maps were so detailed and had so much shit in it, and like they had some lore and everything, and then they turned it into a smaller game. And it lasted because it was so rich of colors and characters and all of that. And then just stuck with the whatever, even if you add like payload, you can literally add payload here. Because, you know, Overwatch is a great FPS example. I mean, at the same time, it's not like Overwatch wasn't a success. It was a success. Overwatch just kind of like faded away because it's kind of exhausting. That game has a very exhausting multiplayer. You don't really get exhausted in Valorant. League of Legends, if we're comparing ladders, like League has lasted forever. It's exhausting. But there's something about Overwatch. I don't know what it is. You know, it was popular. Well, I don't think Overwatch 2 will be as popular as Overwatch. I doubt it. I don't think so. Like, I'll probably go back and try it, but I don't think it'll be different enough. You're still gonna feel, like, exhausted playing it. But, I don't fucking know. I'm just saying. It's not like these motherfuckers are changing the formula. It's gonna be different color palettes, different fucking gun noises, a different universe while following either a Battle Royale format or these typical game modes. And Halo doing these typical game modes is very interesting. Because I know Zoomers, and not only, I know I'm saying Zoomers, but like, you can't deny there's been a huge floodgate after Fortnite. And all those motherfuckers... I mean, dude, have you been to a Best Buy when Fortnite was at its peak? Back in the day, it was kind of hard to get like a pre-built PC from a Best Buy. They were usually like shit. I went to a Best Buy when my computer broke like a year ago. Electronic shops have so many like take a pre-built and leave. Like the accessibility of gaming PCs because of Fortnite changed everything. Like, it's crazy. You don't think fucking Jimmy's dad's going in and buying a gaming PC for his kid during like Fortnite's peak and shit? All those kids just like floodgated in, and Battle Royale was their multiplayer entry, while we 5v5 6v6 was kind of like where our bread and butter was. Even though like, okay, then you have like Battlefield and stuff, obviously. Battlefield is different. Battlefield is up in the air. You know, because they kind of... Battlefield's like a weird hybrid in between. And at the same time, Battlefield usually dies off pretty fast as well. What's funny is, you know, people like their trailers, all that shit. Motherfuckers talk more about the game and talk about their disappointments more than actually playing the fucking game. You know? I don't even know. I'm kind of skeptical about 2042 from what I saw. Like, they literally showed they barely showed any gunplay. Battlefield trailers are kind of misleading at times because, like, okay, they showed off a couple of things. It looks great. I know they're going to pull off, like, the sandstorm and the environments are going to be sick. You're going to, like, a huge storm is going to come through and you're going to be, like, sniping motherfuckers while, like, there's just, like, crazy shit happening around you. But there's going to... I know the clusterfuck that Battlefield can be, and it's hard to judge that game until you actually play it with 128 players. Because there's a reason why sometimes 64-man people are like, I actually like playing on the 32-man servers because it's less of a clusterfuck. But, like, Battlefield isn't meant to be competitive. Battlefield, you're supposed to just go through and just, like, see kind of, like... You just, like, play Battlefield. It's, like, not meant to... You just, like, load up and fucking play Battlefield. You're not supposed to, like, get competitive with Battlefield. They tried doing competitive with, I think it was BF4. They were testing it, but they canceled their like 5v5 squad game mode or something. So, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. FPSs are weird. There's literally barely any innovation in this space, all right? And you're a fucking idiot if you think otherwise. Literally, the whole industry copies shit. So, also, that's the other thing. When motherfuckers always need to, like, be like, this looks like this game. It's like, literally everything is some sort of a copy of another thing. Even, like, Party Animals to Gang Beasts. Some people are like, isn't this just Gang Beasts? Isn't this just Gang Beasts? Back 4 Blood comes out. Isn't this just Left 4 Dead? Yeah, bitch. Left 4 Dead came out 10 years ago, bro. They, like, fart in the direction. There's, like, one guy who shows up in the dev team office and, like, does nothing. So it's like, obviously someone's gonna be like, oh shit, this is a great formula, and then add their own flair to it. Like, it's not like Party Animal or like Back 4 Blood are doing like shit versions of those previous games. And half you motherfuckers who talk about those games, you're like in your fucking 30s now, like holding on to a game no one fucking updates anymore. It's so weird. Literally, gaming is taking elements from other games and smashing it into their own games and trying different things. Like, it's very hard to be original in the gaming space. Even for AAA companies, I know. Even the dumbasses who are like, Overwatch is TF2. It's like, dude, you're so stupid. It's not hard, it's just risky. Yeah, it is risky, for sure. But that's also why a lot of the biggest games come from mods, because you have people who are just passionate, who are like, whatever, I want to see if this game works, and they just mod it, and then ends up kicking off, becoming massive. And obviously, it's a less risky route because AAA companies tune in and they're like, well, they tried it. We didn't have to pay any money. Now let's take their formula and apply a way bigger budget than fucking Bob had in his basement. Lawbreakers and Crucible shows you how hard it is to make something unique. Yeah, they tried, and, you know, no one played it, really. I would never release an FPS. If I was a game dev, I would never release an FPS. It would have to have a Battle Royale, but the game would have to be so good for me to release a Battle Royale in this landscape of games. Like, it needs to be like super unique in a way, or like kind of spins it in a different direction. Because like you have like the fat AAA companies leading the market now. Like the biggest games are from Epic and Warzone. They have the most devs, the most money, and the most resources to throw the most amount of updates to their games. So like,